Wow, what's that stuff? The Guru Brew. Hey guys, how you doing this morning? It's Friday, 4 days away from Christmas, 2012. It's snowing. We're in the Northeast. It's cold. So, let's get started with our day. As we use our blades and our router, they get gunked up. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's just a mixture of resins and other gunk that gets on there. And the best thing that I found to clean them with is, if it's a light cleaning, I'll just use an alcohol swab. But if it's a little more heavy duty, I'll use this carb choke cleaner. And just a little bit on a shop towel, and it does a really good job. I've read where some guys use oven cleaner and that stuff really stinks. This stuff's pretty flammable too, so you want to make sure that you have good ventilation. But if I have really bad, like if I'm cutting pine and it has a bunch of sap in it and that sort of thing, after I'm done cutting, I'll just stick my bits in a little jar and then spray some of this stuff in there and just let them soak. So that was just a little tip. Here's what we're after. There's the first part of our Christmas tree. We still have to pull all the paper off and everything, but yeah, let's cut the other one out with the slot going through the top, and we'll be back. I made pretty good use out of the plastic, not much left. That double-sided tape really does stick well. Well, there's side 2 with the slit here. So we should be able to just slide these two together and make a tree. Let me clean up this mess and we'll peel the plastic off and try to fit them next. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's take this plastic off these pieces and see if they fit together. So you can see that blade that I bought for plexiglass, that thing's still cutting really nice. I went down almost a 1/4 inch in 2 passes. So did a really good job. So at least for that bit, I've used it quite a bit and I feel like I've got my money's worth out of it. And there is the second one. This might be kind of hard to see on camera, but the moment of truth, and here we go. Wow, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. I don't think you're going to be able to see that on this camera. Here, let me see if I can turn it just right. It's really tough to see. Let me get it against a different background and add some lighting, and you'll be able to see it a lot better. So I will be back. Okay, there it is. We just stuck the 2 pieces together, so you get a look at it before we add the base and the lights. Here's our idea. We have our Christmas tree here. Just like that. And it's made out of acrylic, so the edges should reflect light. If we put it in a base, we're thinking about a round base that this will fit in. And then inside this base will be lights. So here's our bright shiny bulbs. Don't know how we're going to do this yet. Probably red, green, and maybe make it so it blinks. And so this will be sealed. This will. We could put a plug on it, or we could make it for USB. We haven't decided yet. So we plug this in, and the lights will turn on, and hopefully, if all goes well, the light will travel up and highlight on the edges of these cuts here. So we'll see what happens. So give me a few minutes and I'm going to start making the box. I'm going to start working on that base for the Christmas tree, the acrylic one that I showed you earlier. So I'm here at my computer and that's what I'm getting ready to do. Okay, so here's my little acrylic Christmas tree that I've been designing in SolidWorks here on the CAD station. And this is the wooden base that I'm working on right now. And it's probably a little bit more complex than it really has to be. But we'll take it apart here so you can see how it works. So the tree itself goes into this plug. Let me see if I can move the plug for you. And the plug has 20 holes in it, and the 20 holes will hold 20 individual LEDs. They'll go through the bottom and shine through the top, and that way I'll be assured that the light will go right up this center column nice and evenly. That plug will go behind this main assembly base here, and the base will also hold the tree, so that will go the tree will go into that slot, and then this piece, the LED piece, will slide into the hole there, and then the whole thing will be capped with this cap right here. So that is the plan. I am now working on this piece here, and I've got it in Mastercam, which is here, and I'll show you the program that my tool path will take. I'm just going to cut this in pine, 1.5 inch thick. So let me run the program here for you. First I'm going to cut the support for the tree itself. It's just a cross pattern, it goes all the way through. I'm going down 0.2 inches every time I take another step. And then this first ledge is for the plug and the base cap itself. And then the next one that's coming up here is the inset for the LED holder, and that will be a separate piece. And then finally the piece gets cut out around the perimeter. So this is what the piece will look like, and hopefully we'll end up with a nice cap that looks like this when we're done. Okay, next step, let's get over to the machine and get cutting some wood. Well, I have my wood here. It's nothing wonderful. It's just a piece of pine, something that they might use for construction supports. It's I think it's about 10 inches, and I've loaded my program. That's called Mach 3, the program that runs this machine. So even though it's a rough piece of pine, it'll clean up just fine once it's milled out, sanded up a little bit. Okay, let's get cutting this piece. I'm going to require some more support to hold the workpiece steady while I'm milling into this wood because it's so thick and heavy. So the two-sided tape's not going to totally work. I have put some tape on here, but I also need to put some mechanicals. Just a couple deck screws hold it in place just fine. Just put another one here. Okay, that should hold the piece fine. Okay, we'll get her cleaned up, see how it's going to work. Well, now that the base is cut, I'm going to focus my attention on this LED holder, and this is the little 1/4 inch plate that holds the 20 LEDs, 5 on each corner. And the reason why I went with 20 is I already have a Christmas light string in mind that I'll show you when I go to assemble these, but it has 20 bulbs already in it, so that's why I've chose this 20. And this is just going to fit down in here for a nice snug fit right against the plexiglass, so it can run right up in there. And here is the actual part in Mastercam that I'm going to be cutting. I can run a little cut pattern so you can see how it's going to run here. And popping the 20 holes in. I'm going to cut this part in MDF, just a 1/4 inch piece. So there's 20 holes, and then it will go ahead and cut the perimeter so it comes out. So that's next. Okay, it's time to cut the MDF to build the LED holder for the 20 place LED holder. And I'm going to use this MDF. It's just a 1/4 inch. So let's get started on that. Okay, I originally was going to put a bottom on this, but I really don't think there's a need to go ahead and do that. I've already kind of over-engineered it, so I'm just going to leave it without a bottom. But this is the plate in the MDF that I just cut out. It has 20 holes, 5 lights on each corner here. And I'm going to wire all those lights up, pointed this way. And then here's my base. It still needs a little bit of sanding. But the idea is this lines up with the holes like that, so that all the available light is pointed right into the plexiglass edge, so nothing's wasted. And also this gives a rest for the tree when it's on top here. And then I'll just, you know, cut a place for the cord to come out, and I'll stain this or paint it or something. So on to mounting the LEDs are next. Well, if memory serves you, and you've seen the last video of the Christmas tree USB powered device, I bought 2 of these light sets from Big Lots, and there's 20 bulbs and a little power pack that runs them. And they're all LEDs, so they're very low powered. Now originally I was just going to run the bulb through this plate that I made, but I thought it would be better if I went ahead and took off the little covers. So I'm spending a little time right now and just taking the little lights, the little LEDs out of these bulbs. It's not real difficult to do. It's a little time consuming, but if I can get 20 LED bulbs that are pretty high powered, then I can just take them and mount them in like that. So here's the bulb that came out of the fixture. Now this whole set was only $5 and included the wire and the battery pack and everything, so you know it makes sense to recycle this if possible. So I'm just bending this plastic cover slightly back and forth, and then it reveals the bulb inside. And like I said, these are pretty bright LEDs, so I think it's worth taking them apart and recycling them. Just bend that down, and there's my LED. So I have about 20 of them here to do. It's not that big a deal. I'm just gonna put on a few tunes and start taking these all apart, and I'll be back. Okay, I took apart all these Christmas lights. It just took me a few minutes, and I salvaged all these bright LED clear bulbs, and there's about 23 of them there because I took apart the extra ones too. So I'm ready to start mounting them to this LED holder. That'll be next. Okay, so I've just been sitting here listening to tunes, putting this thing together. I drew all my positives on this side, and positives, positive, positive. And I'm just taking an LED. I got a little button cell here. That's a blinker, and I don't want to use the blinkers. I'm just looking for the straight ones. Here's one. And all I'm doing is bending it out. A little dab of glue, and then just keep going. And I'll hook all these up in series, so it won't take too long. The nice thing about these recycled Christmas light LEDs is they left the one long leg on them. So, you know, they could have cut those the same, and then it would have been tougher to do this. So I'm glad for that. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up and I will be back. Well, I got them all glued in there. The one thing I had to do though, I had to use 2 of the blinkers because I didn't have enough of the regulars. So I'm just gonna go down through here and check these to be sure that there's good connections on all of them before I start soldering them together. I'm just using a button cell to make sure that I've got all the parities going the right way as well. Okay, check those. The 2 blinkers are this one. Let's see. And this one. I just left 2 in there. Oh, I got that backwards. It was like that. It's a little confusing. There we go. Anyway, it should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and solder all this up, and I'll be back. It's pretty simple to hook these up in series. All you have to do is take some thin wire. I just am using some wire that I got off a network cable. And here's all the positives. So I'm just gonna strip this back. Here's how I've been doing it. It works out pretty good. See, the coating comes right off that. And then I've been laying it down and seeing about how much I need to take off. Then I'll get my wire ready here, put a little solder on it, as well as the connection here. These are all positive, so I can put a little bridge of solder right in there. Stick this down right here. So that's how I've been wiring them up. So I'm going to continue on that way. Okay, I have it all wired up here. Wasn't too bad. Like I said, I just stripped some Cat 5 wire and used the little tiny wires. You know, I sat down for probably an hour and put that together. Normally this probably wouldn't be worth doing, but I had some extra time on my hands and it was fun, so why not? Well, I hooked it up into the battery unit here. Here's the moment of truth. Hey, that is a lot of light. So the next step is to mount that in my cover here. That'll fit right in here like this. Gonna have to play with it a little bit here and get it perfectly centered. And I have to put a coat of stain on this, and I'm almost ready for the reveal. So hang on. Well, here's the base here, and I gave it a light sanding, and what I wanted to do is put a natural finish on it. I was looking around for some stain, some wood stain, and I thought I had some stained polyurethane, but you know, I can't find it. I did notch this out for the wire. That'll go through there. But back to the stain problem. So I had a choice. I could either use coffee or I could use this shoe leather polish, and I think I'm going to go with that. I've heard of people staining wood with black coffee, but I think this would do better. I tried a little test piece here, and it seemed just about right, and I was going to give this to my wife as one of her gifts for Christmas, so I wanted it to match her decor, which is this color oak. So I think that'll look good. So I'm going to stain this baby up, and I will be back. Need both hands to do this. Well, I gotta tell you, I kind of like that shoe polish. I think that worked out really great. That looks just as good as any stain I've purchased, and I bet you it's going to really dry fast too, and that kind of matters because I want to get this video done. I've got to upload it tomorrow. Tonight's Sunday. So yeah, I'm real happy with the outcome of that stain. It's not too dark and looks very natural. So if you're in a pinch, just grab some shoe polish. This is the high gloss self shine no buffing brown made by Kiwi. So yeah, it worked out really great. I don't know if I'm going to have time to spray it with the polyurethane, but I do want to get that done maybe after I put the thing together. Like I said, I'm on a pinch to get this out to you guys, so I might just assemble it. So as soon as this dries, I'll start assembling all the bits and we'll get this thing wrapped up. Okay, I'm getting really excited now. I'm almost done with this project. I like it when I get to the end. Let's check this lighting system one more time. It's working really good. There's 4 blinkers in there. Okay, this is dried good enough. I've only let it dry maybe an hour, so you know, I didn't allow it to dry that much. Now this, I'm just going to take a little chopstick here and move this around until it's perfectly centered in this slot, which is about right there. Check it one more time. And what I'm going to do is just use some hot glue on it to keep it from falling in. That way, if I ever have to take this apart, I can. You can see I dated it here and put my name on there. That way, when I pass it on, you know, they'll know where it came from and who made it. These wires I'm going to glue down as well. Just put them right here. Big glob for that. And just a little bit right in there. Now, right now I'm not going to put a USB end on here. I'm just going to go ahead and use the battery pack that came with the light set. I just am running out of time on this project, to be honest with you. It's Sunday night and I wanted to get this done and uploaded for tomorrow morning, so you know, it's not critical when I put the USB end on there. And just make sure this works. I like to keep trying it just to be sure. It would be bad if I get it all together and then find out it doesn't work. Okay, and then I cut this out of a piece of this craft felt. I just cut a round circle with some scissors, and this is what I'm going to use for the base, and I'm just going to loosely put it on. There we go. There. Make it look a little nicer on the bottom. Okay everybody, this is what I've been waiting for. Put this thing together. Here's my base. I intentionally left all the pieces flat so that I could store it flat in the off season. I'm not sure how you decorate this. Hopefully it will be so spectacular you won't have to decorate it. Alright. Let me turn this light off here. Here we go, guys. The big test. Wow. That really is spectacular. That's more than I hoped for. Putting all those LEDs in line like that really paid off. I am really happy with this one, guys. Great. That's good. Okay guys, well, this will be the last one before Christmas. I hope that you and your family have a peaceful and happy Christmas, and thanks for watching, and we'll put some more videos out before the new year, so have yourself a good one and take care. Goodbye for now. Okay, well, Merry Christmas everybody. I hope that everybody has a good holiday and everybody stays safe. Thanks again to everybody that subscribed to my channel. I'm looking forward to doing more videos this upcoming year, and as long as there's viewers out there, I plan on doing videos. So thanks again. Don't forget to thumbs up. God bless. Hey guys, this is Steve. Thanks for watching. Hey, don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, and be sure to rate and comment. See ya.